Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl.
I was 8 years old, riding in the front seat of the family car when that song was born. I'm Ronnie Robbins. Marty was my dad. Mama was driving and Daddy was in the back seat with his guitar. And as we approached El Paso, the words started pouring out like a script from a movie. Daddy always had a deep love for the West and spent an awful lot of time there. I started working on the road with Daddy in 1968. Some of the advice he gave me was, kid, number one, don't ever stand in front of me on stage. And number two, don't ever forget the fans. Except for his family, the fans were always more important to him than anything. And it wasn't until Daddy died that I realized the huge impact he had on his fans and how deeply his music had affected people. That's also when I really felt the closeness and friendship of Ralph Emery the most. Ralph was Daddy's friend for about 30 years. When Ralph did the all-night show on WSM, Daddy'd call up many times, change his voice, and say something like, well, I'm out here on US 41, Ralph, and I sure would like to hear a Marty Robbins song tonight. It took Ralph quite a while to figure out what was going on. Ralph has always been there when our family needed him. And on the day of Daddy's funeral, he stood with us, and his presence really meant a lot to us during that time. He's one of those unique people that always thinks of others before he thinks of himself. Ralph, Daddy knew that, and that's why he loved you so much.
Well, this is Kenny Rogers.
And this will be Dolly Parton over here.
Is that Ralph Emery right
I think so. I think it's him right after you.
But he don't know he's there.
No, he doesn't. This is a surprise.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Well, Ralph, we're here and you're there, and we wanted to talk about you, but Lord, there's so much to say. I don't know who should start. Won't you
Well, you know
start?
what we did? We finally weeded all the stuff we had to say and took the two good things we could think of and decided that we would do those at this point. Ralph, you know, the thing I remember most is when I was first starting in country music, coming up to the radio station and sitting there with you and that big cigar you used to smoke that used to just choke me every time I would sit there. But I had to do that or you wouldn't play my records, but you were always nice enough to play them before everyone else did. And for that, I thank you. You're definitely a very big, important part of my career when I first started.
Well, you know, Ralph has been so good to me, or Ralph, you have, I'm telling you too. But you know, I don't know how many people can say this. I got married in 1966. I went to Ringgold, Georgia, and got married on a Monday, and got back around 12 o'clock at night. Didn't have a honeymoon because I was booked on the Ralph Emery show and had to get up at 3 o'clock. So my new husband allowed me to go spend my honeymoon with Ralph Emery, but I got paid for that, and I never got paid for this marriage.
Ralph, thanks for being such a good friend, not just to us, but to everybody in country music. You've truly been that, and we all appreciate that.
And we love you.
We do.
You know, folks, it's apparent that Ralph Emery is a man's man. My friend Jerry Reed, he knows what I'm talking about. Because when you're hot, you're hot.
Well, that's right, Ralph Emery. Listen, I've been at home sick with the flu. Why, I had me a fever of 102. And I got out of my sick bed to come down here and do this show. You know why? Because me and you go back a long way. Back to the good old days when you were first starting in radio. So now I got a question. The next time I do National Anthem, I want you to find some way, somehow, to let me do my story about me and Bubba and the F-16. Right? Certainly it's going to take about 25 minutes to do. But I got out of my sick bed for you, so what do you think? You going to let me do my thing this time? Well, imagine that. Good. You know what? I think I'll go let Charlie Daniels take my temperature.
Here is Mr. Lee Greenwood.
The sun time can't take away. And I owe you more than life now, more than ever. I know that it's the sweetest debt we'll ever have to pay. And we all owe you, Ralph Emery.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Warner.
I woke up screaming this morning. I said, hold up right in bed. I saw a red sky dawning. It must have been something I read. Oh, Linda, do you want to dance? Linda, give me half a chance. Linda, just a passing glance and we'll fall in love. All right, Ralph, we love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Van Shelton.
Hello, yeah, this is me, Ralph. Thought it's been a long, long time. I know this ain't no social call, and I bet this is about to blow your mind. You heard what? Well, it ain't true. I was here most all last night. I got over you the day you left. Could it be somebody like?
Come on out here, T. Gray on Brown.
I'll tell it like it used to be, when you were still in love with me, before you got too used to me, and you wanted someone new. I'll tell it like it ought to be, 'cause how it is killing me when they ask about you and me. Ralph, I tell it like it used to be. God bless you, Ralph.
Oh, yes, here is Charlie Daniels.
Well, that train, the grind, the switch is running right on time, and them Tucker boys cooking down Carolina. People down in Florida can't be still when old Leonard Skinner's picking down in Jacksonville. People down in Georgia come from near and far to hear Dickie Betts picking on that red guitar. Gather round, tune and get down. Y'all can get down, tune and be loud. Y'all can be loud, him be proud. You can be proud here, now be proud you are a rebel. The South's going